wave your hands to the side. And I'll give you the small piece of paper. And wave your hands to the side. And there's a question I want to ask you. Does the small piece of paper seem to be smaller to you right now?
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? What's interesting about it is that the field of vision have grown. And so in relationship to the field, the small paper seemed to be smaller. Now, let's palm for a minute, and we'll start the following exercises. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. Feel how the abdomen expands as you inhale, and feel how it shrinks when you exhale. Feel how the waist and the lower back are expanding as you inhale, and feel how they shrink when you exhale. Feel how the ribs are expanding as you inhale, and how they shrink as you exhale. Feel how the head expands as you inhale, and feel how it shrinks when you exhale. And slowly take your hands off. Now, Tony will do the following exercises. Turn to the chart again. And look at it. How does it look to you now, by the way?
It's
the same as before, right?
actually it's clearer than before.
It's clearer than before. Wonderful. Wonderful. Can you read this line?
Yes.
How about this one?
Yes.
Oh, that's progress.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Now, what we want to do is as follows. We want to put the small piece of paper in front of your strong eye. And by the way, how do you measure if you have a weak or a strong eye? You have the most natural way of doing it. You cover one eye and you measure it. Then you cover the other eye and you measure it. Although it's most likely that quite a few of the people at home know exactly which eye is stronger and weaker. Okay? Put the piece of paper between the eyes and wave in front of the right eye, in your case, and read with the left eye, which is the weaker eye in your case. This gives the left eye a chance to be the one that is looking at the letters. Now, the left eye, of course, doesn't see as clear as the right, does it?
No.
No. Can you see this line?
Yes.
Can you see this line?
No.
No. Can you see the spaces between the letters in this line?
Yes.
Can you see the spaces between the letters in this line?
Yes.
Can you see the spaces between the letters in this line?
No.
So, Tony can see two lines. Underneath the one that he can read, he can see the spaces between the letters. And the same will be with you. You may be able to see 6 or 7 lines underneath the one that you can read. And the lowest line you look at is the one where you can still see the spaces between the letters. That is shifting. Looking where you can still see, but not clearly, smaller details than the ones that you normally tend to look at. Let's do the last exercise before going outside. We need to stretch the eye muscles because in many ways they affect the size of our eyeball. Tony, could you please turn around on your chair? And the exercise is as such. Put your hand on your forehead to make sure that you don't tighten the forehead to do the exercise. Look up to the ceiling. Look to the side. Look down. Look to the other side. Look down. Look to the other side. And look up to at the ceiling. So you move your eyes in rotating motion, and you move them from side to side, and you breathe deeply and slowly. You keep moving your eyes in rotating motion and from side to side. As you do that, you are stretching your muscles in your orbits. Keep moving the eyes in rotating motion in both directions. Move them and move them and move them. And breathe deeply and slowly. Breathe deeply and slowly. If you sense that somewhere is hard for you to move your eyes, like for example up, or up to the right, or up to the left, stay there and move your eyes from side to side right there. Now rub your hands and palm. We went through a series of exercises which are good especially for near and far-sighted people. There are many more exercises to do, but this is a wonderful introduction to what you need to do to improve your vision. Dedicate yourself to these exercises, and you may find that your vision is improving with time.
Many older people suffer loss of their central vision. This is because the area near the middle of your retina, called the macula, tends to weaken after years of overuse. The exercises that follow will reactivate the macula, improve your peripheral vision, and balance the use of your two eyes together. Because we spend most of our waking hours focused on nearby objects, like computer screens, books, and television, our ciliary muscles must strain to keep the lenses rounded. When we look into the distance, these muscles relax and the lenses become flatter. In cultures in which people spent much of their time looking into the distance, most individuals had keener eyesight than we do, and their gazes were softer. In our culture, we are more likely to focus rigidly on specific objects, and we keep this hardness in our gaze when looking into the distance. In addition to reactivating the macula, the following exercises will strengthen the ciliary muscles and help you focus accurately at any distance. The healthy eye continually moves from one small area to another so that the macula, the tiny area in the center of the retina that is capable of detailed vision, can briefly gather information in each one of these areas. Like the dots that make up a photograph in the newspaper, these details add up to an accurate picture of the whole image. When your vision begins to deteriorate, the movement of the macula slows down. Your eye is no longer able to take in all of the visual information available, and what you see starts to appear fuzzy. Shifting is a technique Mearschneider teaches to restore the natural movement of the eye. In the following exercises, Meir and Tony will show you how to retrain your eyes to shift more efficiently, freeing them to register the finer details in your visual field.
Let's start by looking at each other's faces. When I look at you, Tony, I look at your nose. I look at your mouth. I look at your chin. And Tony, since you see better than me, when you look at me, you can look at the tip of my nose. You can look at each nostril. You can look at each part of my forehead, at the hair that blows in the wind, whatever is left of it, yeah? At my chin, at my lower lip, at my upper lip, at one cheek, at the other cheek, and you look at parts of it. So when you look at that